Hello, KW Grove. How is everybody today? We're here to share with you the stimulus packet. We're going to be doing a open house blitz on December 4th, along with creating a buzz around town of why people should be buying right now. So here today to share with you some of the details of the program is Lori Mode and Caleb from Prospect Mortgage. So we're going to be just chatting back and forth, kind of answering some of your questions that you might have, and hopefully we will address all the questions and concerns you may have. We're also going to be sending with this video material for you to utilize with your database as well as your clients on how to communicate and educate them on the program. And Caleb will be available as well with his team here on December 4th to share with clients and the public on the program and also get them pre-approved if necessary. You are also welcome to have your lender relationships there with you at your open houses. Make sure that you are communicating and asking listing agents here in the office if you don't have listings to hold open, if you are able to hold their houses open and pick which property. You need to do this by Monday the 29th. So we're going to be doing this in a very quick amount of time, but we're really here to help you stimulate your winter and make sure that you're able to buy lots of Christmas presents. So on that note, let's get started. So Lori and Caleb, let's talk a little bit about the program and what we can do to help them explain it to their clients.
Well, the scripts are going to help a great deal, so make sure you read your scripts. It's a really, really exciting program. I've already talked to a couple of my sellers about it. It's really just going to create a buzz in the community. We're going to have signs all over the place on all of our listings, and we're going to be getting phone calls from buyers and from other potential sellers asking us about the program.
Now, Lori, is this something new? Is this a new type of program?
No. I'm amazed that we didn't think of this before. I mean, why somebody else had to think of it, I'm not sure, but no, we've been doing this for years. It's just something that nobody's talked about for a while.
Okay, so this really is nothing new. This is just a matter of how we create business,
right?
And educate, get back on the phones and educating and lead generating and just doing what we're supposed to be doing anyways, because it is such a great time to buy right now. It's such a great opportunity for so many people that they haven't had in years, and so really just creating that buzz around the opportunities.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, well, I agree, actually. It's something that we've done for a long time, but it's something that we haven't actually marketed. And it's going to be kind of fun to watch the KW group market this. I think you couldn't have asked for a better time. With the rollout of the state and federal taxes being taken out, you guys are kind of bringing value back into your buyers and also to your listing agent or to your listers as well. One of the things that I would highlight on this that's going to be very helpful is the ability for your buyer now to pick that home that he may not have been able to qualify before. So one of the things I would really look for, and I would ask for you guys to look for, is that guy when they're looking in their price range. They might be at that $200,000 mark, but they want $220,000. Well, they can't afford $220,000 with a regular rate and payment. However, you're giving them that opportunity to go ahead and up to the house that they really want to buy, that they're going to be happy with, and that they're going to try to own, outright for the next, 15 to 30 years. So I do think it's going to be very helpful for the neighborhoods, for the buyers, and also I think it's going to help you get your listings off the books quicker. So.
Okay, great. So let's talk a little bit about how this program, how we're rolling it out, and how it's going to work for them in generating business as well as the sellers to get that inventory moving.
Well, we're rolling it out very quickly.
Like everything else we do around here.
But I'm on the phone already talking to my sellers about it. We've created a video and a PowerPoint, which you will have an opportunity to upload to your website, upload to Facebook, upload all over the place. I'm talking to all of my sellers about it. We've got a script coming out for you guys to call your buyer clients, get them off the fence and get them out there looking again. They're all sitting back thinking that the prices are going to drop, and when prices drop, it doesn't really matter, because the prices as they drop, if the rates increase, they're going to end up paying more. So now's the time when the inventory is out there right now and there aren't as many buyers out there. It's time to get your buyers back out there.
So we're just getting people moving forward where they should be taking the opportunity where their opportunity is. So the
Right.
doors, people are knocking at the door. Open the door and take the opportunity.
Right.
Because so many people, based on the tax credit, after that, was it the tax credit why they stopped, buying or putting in offers, or was it our agents stopped calling them?
Mhm.
So whichever one it was, this is a way for you to get back on the phone and start calling your clients for a purpose, and then also for your clients to say, oh, this is a great opportunity again for me to buy. So let's talk a little bit about the program, and you will be getting a slideshow which will break down the information as well as you will be getting scripts to communicate this. Also get your lender relationships involved in this. Get them on the phone calling through their database as well to let them know what you are doing for them, and get those relationships and get them into contracts.
Yeah,
That's a very good idea.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably one of the most effective ways you can help your actual relationship, because relationship is both people joining in. So if your lenders that you're working with, they should have a pretty big open database as well of people that are coming in asking for pre-quals, that don't know about a program like this. And it's very easy to kind of blanket market with them and use the Keller Williams backdrop as well as their own backdrop to maybe email out to their clients that they have, and just make sure that everybody's aware. Because once again, you're stimulating, not to use the exact word, but you are stimulating the atmosphere out there for everybody. So please, as a lender myself, and I know as every other lender that's out there, we would love to joint market and help you guys go out there and create as much buzz as we can and get as many buyers and as many listings out there that we can get sold. So
Absolutely. So some of the questions that I believe may come up for you is, how do we kind of explain this to our clients? And what would be kind of a quick version of how you would explain? I mean, we are going to have the scripts to read from, but what would be a quick kind of summary of the program?
When I'm calling sellers and I'm asking sellers if they're interested in participating in this, what I'm talking to them about is the fact that buyers right now are asking for a 3% credit anyway. This way, what we're doing is the buyers are calling and we're just talking to them about it up front. And most of the sellers are already know that they're going to end up paying 3%. So with sellers, it's pretty easy. I haven't had any objections when I've talked to my sellers at all.
Okay.
And with buyers, I think it's a matter of actually sitting down and educating them on what a buy down can do for them.
Okay, so we are talking about a buy down. So we're talking about taking their interest rate from, say, what is it now, 4.25,
About
4.25, down to about 3.75.
3.75.
Yeah.
About 0.5%.
And
right?
it doesn't have to be that.
Okay, so about 0.5% right now is costing about what, 2.5 to 3 points?
2.5 points, yeah.
Okay, so about 2.5 to 3 points. So you're going to be utilizing most of that towards that particular buy down. Now, if your clients are in need of additional closing costs, there are some loans, they do have some loans available to go up to 6%.
That's right. Well, they have, and they have different programs too. So, I mean, it's really going to depend, I think, on your partnership with your lender again, because there are other programs out there to help, pad it. So if you could get your sellers to put in 3%, and then there was other programs to help them even with closing costs and low down payment, then they have a true buy down on their rate, and they're going to probably walk away the happiest that they can be. So again, though, that's the biggest key point is, I'd say 85% of all of our transactions that we do as a lending institution have a minimum of 3% on there. So like you said, there's nothing new that people are used to right now. I mean, this is, the sellers are used to it, the buyers are used to it. REO accounts all day long have 3% on there. It's just using your program to steer and basically take your buyers and put them into your bucket and make sure that they go with Keller Williams, because you're giving them something that nobody else is offering them.
Right. And it's really important. The relationship with your lender is really important in this case, because the lender needs to sit down with the buyer and understand the program and understand what is best for that buyer. This isn't going to fit all buyers.
Right. It's not for everybody.
No.
But it's not property specific either.
Right. The key is to get the phone to ring.
Right.
And when the phone rings, for you to have something to talk to those buyers about, besides just the house that we're calling up.
Right. So when someone is writing an offer, do they write the offer any differently, or would they do the same they would on any other when they're asking for closing costs?
What I've been told is we need to write the offers just the way we've been writing them.
Okay, so
Just
keep it simple.
just asking for the closing costs. The lenders don't want to see necessarily the buy down on it. They just want to see the 3% closing cost or the 6% closing cost. They don't want the buy down broken down.
Okay, because that probably confuses the underwriter
Right.
anyways.
Right, keep it simple, and then that way there doesn't have to be any special addendums drawn up or anybody has to sign off on it. Just keep it regular seller concessions, and then let the lender and the realtor go in and explain to them and work with that buyer to make sure they know what they're getting, and then we can do the rest on our end.
Okay, great. So is there anything that I've missed before we go to some of the slides?
One of the things that I think is really important is that on FHA and VA loans, those loans are assumable. And that's going to be huge in a few years. And I don't think anybody's talking about that. So in the midst of all of that, I think that's one other thing we can talk to our buyers about, is how beneficial that's going to be when they go to sell the house.
When they go to sell the house,
Right.
now that they have a
3.75
versus,
when maybe interest rates are back up to 7%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
gonna be
great point.
huge.
That's a great point because
It is.
in the 90s, I did sell some
Yes.
assumable VAs. I got my brother one actually. It was great.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
that's when rates were really high, and he got one for like 7%. I think they were like 9% at that point. So that was a great selling point. So very good point. Okay, so what else do we need to know on the lender side? Do you want to kind of go through those numbers? We'll go through the slides a little bit and show them the numbers. And how it works?
Yeah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely, because I think it's the best way to get